Here on the GT, guys, we are all about that Ford life, but today we don't need these keys or these ones. I don't need those ones, not those ones, because today, boys, these are the keys that we need. Time to get her out of the trickle charger. Here it is, the first cold startup in the 2019 Ford GT. Channel, everybody, and welcome to the Ford GT. Whoa! If you're new here, my name is Sal, and welcome to the growing community of Ford performance, and car enthusiasts. We took delivery of this car a few weeks ago now, but up until today, I haven't had a chance to drive it. So you guys are coming along with me for the first drive. And the reason I haven't had a chance to drive it yet is because of these. These Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s are so sticky, they shoot up rocks everywhere. When they heat up, they become like glue and they stick to the road, stick to all the grime, and they shoot it back that way. Now, this car has a lot of paintwork, a lot of complex body lines, and this carbon fiber, well, this duct, you can kind of see, it connects straight from the wheel well. We have it taped off right now so big rocks don't come in. But you can kind of see that this car is pretty vulnerable to rock chips. So for that reason, we've had this car getting paint protection film installed and getting a paint correction. Now that the car is finally back from getting paint protection film installed, let me show you some of my favorite things about the exterior of the Ford GT. I just absolutely love how Ford designed the front end of the GT. It's so wide in the front. It looks classically like Ford GT. It's got classic Ford GT lines, but in a modern, futuristic, but still retro way. I think Ford absolutely nailed the design of this car. There's carbon fiber everywhere, which I love, from the front diffuser, the wheels, then you got the side splitter, the side mirror caps, parts of the glass overlying the engine cover, the actual engine cover itself, and the rear diffuser, which has such intricate detail. It's hard to appreciate it in pictures, but just look at these carbon diffuser blades. Now I'm going to show you underneath the car really quick, just to give you a sense of how low to the ground this thing actually is. There really is not a whole lot of ground clearance. And another thing you can notice while you look under here is the attention to detail. Even in places where you'll never see that don't even matter, the carbon fiber work is incredible. And Multimatic has a history of designing world-class race cars, and the Ford GT is no exception to that. Up front, the headlights are really kind of a unique design aspect of the Ford GT. They're kind of like a beautiful piece of artwork, but they also have something kind of cool in it. Now, I don't know if Ford designed it like this intentionally, but these LED running lights here almost look like the letters G and T. Maybe I'm imagining that, but I always thought that when I looked at the Ford GT. Of course, they actually do say Ford GT on the headlights, but I always thought that these LED running lights look like half of a G and half of a T, but that's up for you to decide. Maybe I'm crazy. The carbon fiber work on this car is next level stuff, especially on the wheels. I love the carbon fiber wheels. These ones come straight from Carbon Revolution. They also make the carbon rims on the GT350, but in these ones, the carbon fiber is an exposed weave, which looks beautiful. Now, we optioned this car with blue Brembo brakes to go with the white front stripes, the liquid red color, and then the blue brakes to tie in together the red, white, and blue theme. All right, I think that's enough talking about the Ford GT. Why don't we actually go hop inside and take this thing for a drive? The seating position in this car is just so incredible. When you drop in, you feel like you're in a Le Mans race car, and of course, you are, but you are just so low to the ground. The driving position is unlike anything else I've ever been in, but then again, this is my first supercar, so this is just crazy. What a first supercar to experience. Here we go. Oh wow, that was incredible, man. This thing is so fast. And keep in mind that this car isn't even broken in yet, so I can't take it over 4,000 RPMs, but man, wow, that was just incredible. When you hit the gas in this car, the throttle response is absolutely instantaneous, and it rockets you right back into your seat. forget you're driving a supercar and a Le Mans race car, but it's light enough where it's not bothersome. The precision of the steering is unbelievable. You point the car and it goes wherever you point it. And not only is the steering precise, but you can feel everything that comes through the wheel, and that's because in this car you get hydraulic steering. You don't get any of this electric power steering that you get in a lot of the modern day supercars. You get pure hydraulic steering, which is maybe one of the last cars to feature this. Now the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s are extremely sticky also. You got to get some heat in them before you're able to go fast in this car. But once they finally have heat in them, man, they just really grip to the road. And then there's the sound. Everybody says, I wish this car had a V8, but I gotta tell you, the sound of this car is just incredible. It makes such a cool sound. You get so much induction noise. You hear the turbos whistling behind your head. It's super dramatic, and what an awesome experience. Just insane. Everybody, when they see you come down the road, the smartphones come out the window, and I gotta admit, that's the scariest part about driving the car, is everybody else around you is paying attention to you instead of the road. You have to be extremely mindful of yourself, obviously, but everybody else around you in the Ford GT. Of speed is like nothing I've ever felt before, and I'm only opening it up halfway, not even. There's all the way up to 7,000 RPMs, which this car keeps pulling to, and I've only taken it to 3,000. You sit so low in the GT that any other SUV that you pull up to, you're really looking right at the bottom of the doors. It's so crazy. Ready, boys? Here we go. Alright guys, well that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this first drive in the new Ford GT. There'll be plenty more of this to come, so make sure you go and hit that subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.